And that goes the same for loyalty to our family, or to our friends, and for our loved ones. Because at the end of the day, you can't be in a relationship if you're not committed and if you're not loving that person equally. Because at the end of the day, you need to love yourself first before you share that love amongst others. And before that, before you inspire that and love yourself first, how can you love a whole city, a whole nation, or a whole country if you can't love yourself? At the end of the day, betrayal is worse if you don't love yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, maraming salamat. Thank you. Kindly bring the mic, please. So you know, mga kaibigan, the question which was not it was, pabor ka ba na dapat lahat ng is bold? And the candidate may request for me to repeat the question if there is a need for repetition. And we would like to start with our first finalist. Then you have to tell me, where do I start?
Let's go, Michael!
Maraming salamat. I've had a couple of sessions with the boys in Q&A. Let's see. Please give them a big round of applause. And we'll start with candidate number 5. Andre? Yes, please. May I read a question for you? Pwede mo ipaulit kung gusto mo. And your question is?
Why is it okay not to be okay?
May kahabaan. Andre,
May kahabaan.
kung makakaharap mo ang Panginoong Diyos at pwede kang magtanong ng iisang bagay sa Kanya.
Parang ano yan na, sa ano yan na? Miss, ano that, universe.
Mayong gabi sa inyong tanan. If tatanungin ako ng Diyos, if ako ang magtatanong sa Diyos, ang tatanungin ko po, kung bakit po nandito ako sa mundo. Pero alam ko po kung bakit ako nandito. For my gift, kasi lahat po tayo may gift. And gusto ko po i-nurture yung gift. I want to nurture my gift.
Sayang.
To use my advocacy.
Thank you.
To inspire others. Thank you.
Tayo.
From here up, nakaharap ang Diyos. What you're trying to tell me is that is you're asking a question at the same time. And thank you, Mr. Cagayan. Maraming salamat, Andre. Thank you. Palakpakan po natin si Andre. Maraming salamat. Number 16.
Ay, bongga rin to.
Palaban niya. Puso.
Kumusta?
Okay naman po. Nakakabahan.
Normal lang ka ba? Normal lang ka ba?
Yes po.
Okay. Your question. Ano ang nais mong sabihin sa kahit sinong nanonood ngayong gabi na nakakaranas ng bullying? Would you like me to repeat the question? Ano ang nais mong sabihin sa kahit sinong nanonood ngayong gabi dito na nakakaranas ng bullying?
Ang masasabi ko sa nakakaranas ng bullying dito sa mga tao dito, ay huwag tayong mawala ng pag-asa. Dahil andyan ang Diyos, andyan ang ating mga pamilya, kaibigan, para sa pagkakaan tayo at para hindi tayo mawala ng pag-asa sa buwan. Salamat po at maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat. Pag-ibig Pampanga. It's now going to candidate number 24.
Wala Hi, Sam.
Ay, saan talaga pangalan?
Hi, Sam.
Hisam.
Hisam.
Hisam. Hisam. Hello, Sam.
Pakistano.
Ikaw, Besh.
Your question is it okay
Para kamukha niya si Hangar.
to love
Hungarian vlog.
and not be loved in return?
Ah,
Say it again.
reciprocating.
Is it okay to love and not be loved in return?
Thank you, Bodita. Well, it's not necessary to be loved. As long as you are giving love for people, respect, equality between the people, it's enough. In Arabic we say, in Labado,
Love is universal. Charis.
means we are equal in love, in everything. We also, if we don't give in return the love, doesn't matter. As long as we give the love for the people, we'll be all thankful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
I love you nila.
And our fourth finalist
Wala mo nang sisigaw habang lipat ko si Mike.
is number 9.
Sabihan mo sila.
Ano daw?
Huwag mo na nga
Mr.
sumigaw.
Cebu City, you may pick your question.
After niya sumagot.
Para di siya ma-distract.
Oo, para di ma-distract. Doon kita naman. Hindi na dito si manager. Ganun dapat. Kasi nakaka-distract.
Ikaw okay lang? You're not loved in return? Yes. Yes, okay. As long as you love.
Opa!
Kwayo. Here's your question. A foreigner asks you, Mr. Cebu requests that his question be asked in English. A foreigner asks you, why is it more fun in the Philippines? What would you say?
I would say that it's more fun in the Philippines because of the culture that we have, the tourism that we have, the food that we have. The Philippines in general is one of the most beautiful countries that I've ever been to, and
The people itself.
the food, the country, the people, it speaks for
Yeah.
itself. I mean, if I could name all the places in Cebu, in the Philippines, it's all beautiful from the people, from the culture, from
In my
the
province
food.
alone,
The people are so beautiful, and I want everyone who's watching right now, especially from abroad, please come visit the Philippines and you'll experience paradise. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pasok to! Pasok niya! Ipasok niya!
And because Mr. Cebu, the first time I met him, Mama Rene, you better listen to this. Binigyan niya ako ng dried mango.
Ito na yung sunod. Promotion.
I don't know what it meant,
San Juan.
but I took it to heart. Sa time ko. Our next candidate, pero totoo po yun. You know, he made sure that he gave sweet dried mangoes to his friends. Our next candidate, our next finalist is number 25.
Ano yung charming nito?
Good evening. Your question.
Tawag niyan si ano? Si ano? Di Chamu.
Ang layo. Mas pogi to.
How old are you now? How old are you now?
19.
21 years old.
When you're walking down from there to here, what were you telling yourself?
Well, actually, I feel that I'm supposed to be nervous, but as I'm walking down towards you, I'm telling myself that I can do this, you know? Nothing will go wrong as soon or as much if I am going to believe in myself and
You can.
yeah, of course I
You
can.
can. Okay, here is your question.
Gwapo po siya.
Canada recently joined Uruguay. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I think I am. Uruguay as a second nation in the world to make marijuana legal.
Ay!
yung nag-rate.
What is your opinion on the legalization of marijuana in the Philippines? Okay. Ang Canada,
Pinarepeat niya, hindi niya.
recently ay katulad ng Uruguay, ang pangalawang bayan sa buong mundo na ginawang legal ang marijuana. What is your opinion kung gagawing legal ang marijuana dito sa Pilipinas?
Thank you very much.
I think,
Now, first and foremost, I want to say that that idea has been really considerate by many experts. We have to consider the pros and cons of marijuana. And it doesn't mean that if the other countries accepted it, we would. But in my opinion, marijuana has its own medical advantages. And for all I know, I'm all for it as long as it will be limited and will not be used to businesses that will be gateway to our illegal drugs and of course crimes. That's all.
Thank you very much. Aren't you proud of the guys? Let's go to candidate number 14. Imus Cavite. Please, your question.
Pero Michael ka na. Cancer, alam ko. Magaling siya. Kaya niya.
May tawag ang Imus, di ba? It's supposed to be the flag capital of the... I'm sorry? Flag capital of the Philippines.
Wala siya umartes.
Flag.
Dalawa na papasok. Cebu.
It's a flag, I'm sorry.
Isa.
My bad.
San Juan.
It's the flag capital of the Philippines because our national flag was...
It is part of the history of the Philippines when it comes to freedom.
Tama.
Laki po yung contribution.
Napakalaki sa ating kasaysayan. Mr. Imus, your question is, kung may isang bagay kang hihingi ng tawad sa Diyos, ano ito at bakit?
I think if I would wish something to God, it is to change the mindset of the people,
Kung
to
hindi
teach
ka ng
everyone
tawad,
discipline. Because I think discipline,
hindi ng tawad.
it makes us think what is right. It makes us decide on what to do. And I think if we all live in a more disciplined way, I think we will have a better world. Thank you.
Negativity.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Imus. Thank you very much. From Mr. Imus, we now go to number 3, Binyan Laguna.
From there, top 5 ko
Get your question.
Diretso na runner-up and then 3 crowns. Oh my gosh. Akala ko may second round po of Q&A.
Mr. Binyan, your question is, ano sa tingin mo ang maipagmamalaki ng mga kalalakihang Pilipino sa buong mundo?
Responsable.
You want to repeat the question? Okay, say it again. Ano sa tingin mo ang maipagmamalaki ng mga lalaking Pilipino sa buong mundo?
I think that we are distinctively handsome. And we know, and I know that we have the characteristics of our national hero in our blood, running through our veins. The love for our country, the bravery of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. And that is my answer. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Mr. Binyan.
Buti na lang hindi ganun kabongga kasi
Come on now, join me number 15. Leyte. Mahupay nga gabi ng imo, Michael, ang imo question. Michael, later your question is, the security guard incident in Ortigas, you heard about it?
yung sinunod-sunod.
Sabi nila,
Violence.
pag mayaman, may investigasyon. Pag mahirap, diretso kulong. Comment. Okay. The security guard incident in Ortigas, kung saan nasagasaan, hit and run, sabi ng mga netizens, pag mayaman daw, may investigation. Pag mahirap, diretso kinukulong. Your comment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I saw that video that security guard. It was really heartbreaking kasi a normal security guard doing his job and got dumbled down because of that car. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, kung ano man yung mangyari, kung ano man yung dapat na kinasangkutan mo, or you done this criminal, you should be penalized. Kung mayaman ka man, mahirap, you should be penalized according to the law. And that will be all. Thank you so much.
Let's now go to number 11.
Mahirap naman ang malayo.
Number 11. Your question.
Sana sinabi niya nobody's above the law. Mahirap ka man o mayaman. Charet. Okay na yun.
Batiin mo muna ang mga nanonood sa Bisaya.
Mayong gabi, kanyang taran.
Maayo man!
Gabi sa inyo.
Lalaki itong siya.
Maraming salamat.
Si Davao.
Your question. Sa Davao, sino ang pipiliin mo? Ibig sabihin, girlfriend.
Alam mo,
Mahal mo
dinidigan ko siya kanina.
o mahal ka? At bakit?
Facial pictures.
Pipiliin ko po yung anak ko. Dahil po, mahal po ako ng girlfriend ko. Mas mapagpakita niya yung pagmamahal sa akin. Then,
Lalaki, pati sumagot.
tulad ng pagmamahal niya sa akin. Yun lang po ang salamat.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Davao. Thank you. Thank you.
Walang keyword.
Of course, Mr. Paranaque. Last but not the least, number 23. We have 2 more questions, actually. You can choose one. I remember I asked this question when I did an interview with Danielle Padilla.
It's okay. Charis.
Mr. Paranaque, in a romantic relationship, what is worse than betrayal?
Oh shit.
Can I say it again? In a romantic relationship, what is worse than betrayal?
Thank you for that question, Tito Boy.
Ano pa ba? Mas worse.
In a romantic relationship, it takes commitment, it takes perseverance, and it takes time. What's worse than betrayal is unloyalty. And that goes the same for loyalty to our family, to our friends, and for our loved ones. Because at the end of the day, you can't be in a relationship if you're not committed and if you're not loving that person equally. Because at the end of the day, you need to love yourself first before you share that love amongst others. And before that, before you inspire that and love yourself first, how can you love a whole city, a whole nation, or a whole country if you can't love yourself? At the end of the day, betrayal is worse if you don't love yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Paranaque. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Kindly bring the mic, please. So you know, mga kaibigan, the question which was not picked was, pabor